G'day, Monique Bradley here.
Hello, Pete Ward here.
Today's topic, because we get asked this all the time, is how do you actually remember all your content? So today we're going to share with you a couple of the cheats that we've used over the years when we're keynote speaking, when we're going on camera, and all sorts of different delivery, including delivering our educational. So Pete, what has worked best for you when it comes to delivering content? What's your process?
Okay, I work from bullet points, and then within the bullet points, I break the bullet points down into bullet points. So you got the main bullet point, 1, 2, 3 usually, and then each one of those can have maybe 4 bullet points of each bit. So 3 main topics. So obviously opening, middle, close. So I might be talking about a subject, I want to introduce the subject, talk about it. In the middle bit I'm going to go through and expand on it, and then in the last part I'm going to give resolution to the issue. I'm going to help people give something to take away in that last one, so then I'll break that into 4 things as well. So for example, today we're talking about remembering how your scripts. Okay, so what I would do is I'll write those bullet points down, then I'll write those bits in the middle, and then I'll go away by myself and I'll practice. And so apart from just practicing it, practice it like I'm actually on stage. So I'll walk around, I'll do whatever I need to do, I'll stand in front of a mirror, phone. In fact, I've got a phone right here. And the other tip that I want to show you is there is on here a red teleprompter app, not the blue one, very similar, but the red one. Now the red one allows you to take your scripts and put your scripts in there. And here's just a demo. I'll just quickly show you. Okay, so the camera is going to be here. Okay, and look where they put the words.
Oh, how convenient.
Right there. So that the further away you come from it, the more you're looking like you're actually looking at the camera while you're reading the words. They don't go all the way over here, so your eyes are not having to go all the way like that, and you'll be looking at this video going, I'm not looking at you because now I'm looking at Monique, who's over there, and the camera's actually, over there.
Yeah.
So that's one of the ways. So seriously, take that, stick it on a stand, and then practice it like you are actually doing it. And what that'll do is that'll give you the pauses and the swallows and the breaths. You'll be able to actually work that out and put spaces in between. You can make it go faster, slower, obviously, but you'll get the chance to get the flow right. So you'll know when you need to take a breath, you know when you need to pause, and then make the next point. All those sort of things. So you literally, it is just practice, isn't it? It's actually just get on and practice.
Yeah, and that's actually a really good process that you use. My process is a little bit different. So when I'm scripting, particularly keynote content, I actually write everything word for word because I love to write. So I will write everything in Monique floral language, and then I will systemize it into bullet points. So I know that every bullet point has my first keyword of every phrase or paragraph or statement. So I break it down into those bullet points, and I usually align probably 3 bullet points to a slide in a screen, in a series of screens if I'm doing a PowerPoint to go with it. So I know how many points per screen. And then everything is basically noted, and then I move from those bullet points into connecting them to different anchors in my body as well. So I know that the first 3 points might be on this finger, the next 3 points will be on this finger and this thing. It's a kinesiology trick. If you want to learn it, you can come and talk to me. And it means I can actually activate my brain to remember those key points when I need them. And so I can remember 40 or 50 minutes worth of content. I've done live TV where I've easily recalled 30 minutes of key messages for massage chairs through to coffee machines, through to anything you can imagine. But it starts for me with writing out everything first in that same structure that Pete mentioned. Really good opening, good development in the middle, and a good close, then breaking it down to bullet points. Another thing that's worked really well for me is when I did some work on the TV show The Cafe, and they do use teleprompter because you want to look like you're talking to somebody, but you're actually reading a teleprompter over their shoulder. So there you go. I've just shared an industry secret with you. I actually used a teleprompter app on our iPad, and I put the iPad up on front of me and I read to the iPad as if I was reading from the teleprompter on TV. Even to this day, we still use the iPad, but now that's mounted into a teleprompter machine, which reflects the image up to the viewer. So if you've seen a few of our clients that have gone on camera and they're reading really competently, it's because they've practiced, they're using teleprompter, especially if they're using very technical language or jargon that they need to be very particular about. So teleprompter is great for rehearsals. And also find your style. This is really important too. So when we've been doing our workshops, some people have noticed that writing down bullet points like Pete does is a great framework, but then they want to let go of the paper. Other people like to write everything word from word. They read it, but then they get stuck there. So find your own way of delivering the content in the most authentic way possible. And remember too, with real first-person storytelling, you kind of can't get it wrong. Nobody else knows your story. So even if the details change slightly, it kind of doesn't matter, because your job as a storyteller is to take that audience on a journey with you. I'm Monique Bradley.
Okay, I'm Pete Ward.
See you in the next video.
Okay, see you, bye.